the 2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome to 2K Sports, everybody. Thanks for joining us. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight's broadcast will feature the Milwaukee Bucks as they go up against the Orlando Magic. We've seen a lot of quality basketball from this Orlando team lately. In case you've been under a rock, they've continued their double-digit winning streak with no signs of slowing. A scary, tough team, and they're in full swing. And coming out of the All-Star break, most players have gotten a chance to rest up a little bit. Shaq, you rarely got a chance to feel what that's like.
You know, if you're playing in the All-Star game, your body does not get to rest. But you shouldn't complain. The fans voted you in. It's a moment that will never come again to some of these players. Enjoy it. But mentally, you do get a break from having to go out and win key games.
Yeah, on one hand, rest does help. I would say that. But on the other hand, you definitely, as a team and as an individual, have to get back into a rhythm. So starting strong after the All-Star break was always crucial for the teams that I played on, and especially for those bubble teams.
Almost game time. Let's get you out to Kevin Harlan for the call.
Welcome to BMO Harris Bradley Center. We are in Milwaukee, the home of the Milwaukee Bucks. And we're bringing it to you live here on 2K Sports. It's Wednesday Night Basketball, live on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan, and here with me today, Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. After this game, the Bucks head back out on the road. This is an important game for them because they've really been struggling. Just one win in their last 5 games.
And Kevin, who says a point guard should look to pass first? I mean, not when you can finish like this fella.
Well, Clark, he wasn't going to give that opportunity up to a teammate.
Well, you know, Kevin, that's one he'll always take himself, and he should. I mean, you can't pass up that kind of opportunity or fun.
That was a nice replay brought to you by Kia. On offense, here are the Magic. They're coming off that win against the Nets.
And the deciding factor in that one was their success from the floor. I mean, they just hit big shots time and time again.
Yeah, just the way you want it when you're the road team. Don't even give the fans a chance to get into it.
Now here's Carter Williams. Defense is right there. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play.
That's a terrific move to the basket. The defense played that one well, but it didn't make any difference.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. The shot's good from lights out.
And a really good way to start the game. He's a guy who, if he gets it going early, he's going to give you problems.
Now here's Carter Williams. Defense right on him. Does not find the basket. His second miss. He's now 1 for 3. Lights out. Rebounded by the Bucks. Tough loss coming against Cleveland in their last game played.
And nothing went well offensively on this night for them. They were just completely disjointed.
Yeah, you could call it the 3 Ds. Disjointed, disorganized, discombobulated, or whatever else you wanted to use to describe that would be appropriate.
And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts.
Orlando shooting their first foul shot of the...
And they've had really good numbers this season.
They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in play.
Mayo kicks to Antetokounmpo. And here comes Harris leading the fast. Look at that jam. Really just beautiful.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant, and this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
Milwaukee, no good that time either.
And they're 1 of 5 to start this game. Just really haven't gotten into a flow offensively. How about the start that they've gotten off to here? Huge lead, and we're still in the first quarter.
And, guys, it hasn't just been the scoring. I mean, they're playing tremendous defense, too.
Up top, Carter Williams. 8 points his last outing. Vucevic with the block. Out in his own on the break.
And the offense has come together immediately. I mean, they're threatening to run away with this thing already.
Greg, it's hard to imagine they'll stay this hot for 4 quarters, but if they even approximate that, watch out.
Outside Mayo, the feed now to Monroe. To the middle. Here's Carter Williams. The shot by Antetokounmpo. Nobody around, and he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
Here's lights out. The shot is off. So Milwaukee will take it the other way. Their last meeting was in Orlando, where they were unable to fight off the Magic.
It wasn't even close in their last matchup, and their offense just wasn't ready to compete at that level.
And I really think, Greg, they've got to find a way to produce easier baskets. I mean, whether they do it by running in transition or getting to the free throw line, they don't want a repeat of that past performance. Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's key to this run. Passing it with purpose, the D hasn't been able to keep up.
Earlier, Doris Burke spoke with head coach Jason Kidd. What'd you find out, Doris?
For them to be successful, Kevin, he said they have to act like, and I quote, a swarm of angry bees every time the ball gets in the post.
You need to calm down.
Post threats, he knows they're in game. Guys,
get some ball movement.
Thank you, Doris. And some changes here for the Bucks. Gerald Henderson, he's checked in for John Henson. For O.J. Mayo. And it's Livingston in for Carter Williams. The Magic also changing it up. Hill, he's checked in for Gordon. Hezonja comes in for Tobias Harris. And it's Elfrid Payton in for Victor Oladipo. Here is Livingston. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. 5 on the clock. And stolen by Payton. And they're moving it up. Here's lights out. That's in, coming off an assist from Payton. 17 points for Freak.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assist.
Antetokounmpo dishes to Henderson. Another shot. Monroe, no good.
All the defender had to do there was just stay close to him, and he did.
And that one's good. 19 points for Freak.
And there are more points tacked on here to the early lead.
And it's a nice lead as well. I mean, it's no mystery how they've done it. They're attacking the basket.
Monroe sets a screen for Henderson. There's a minute left in the first quarter. 6 to shoot. The pass to Vaughn. The tray. They get it again. Orlando leading by 17.
Oh, they are putting the hammer down. A huge lead right now.
Yeah, and it doesn't matter if we're talking about their offense or their defense. I mean, it's all been good.
Here's Monroe. Count it from 12. Here's Payton. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. The 3-ball. Another triple from lights out.
He is just tearing it up this quarter. That lead's not going anywhere while he's this hot.
Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Monroe with a screen on Payton. Clock at 6. Here is Livingston, covered by Payton. And he gets it to go. Livingston's got his first basket of the night. 6 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Shoots. No good on that last second attempt there. The first quarter concludes in a double-digit lead on the scoreboard. It's the Magic. They lead by 18. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment. games begin. Let the games begin. Let the games begin.
And now your Milwaukee Bucks answer.
Well, not exactly a close game so far, but as the second quarter starts here, plenty of time for a comeback. Guys, we've seen the Magic really take control here.
You know, you can tell right now this team's on the same page. They are right where they want to be offensively.
Well, finding scores on time and on target with your passes, it makes scoring the ball easy for them.
Substitution here for Milwaukee. Greg Monroe. He's checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Mayo comes in for Gerald Henderson. Juan's checked in for Spencer Dinwiddie. And it's Livingston in for Michael Carter-Williams. So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Vucevic checked in for Hill. Hezonja comes in for Gordon. Garrett Temple has checked in for Oladipo. And Lights Out subbed in for Payton. Livingston is out there with Vaughn. Then it's Mayo. Then it's John Henson. And it's Monroe in at the power forward. That's the 5 on the floor for the Bucks. 4 on the shot clock. Shot by Mayo is no good.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today. There's a glaring discrepancy between these teams in that area of the game.
And it's been the difference. That's what's enabled them to build such a big lead, no doubt about it.
He got a great read of where that miss was going, and that allowed him to be the first guy to it and get the putback.
Screen by Monroe. Here is Livingston, and he banks in the layup.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
Lights Out passes to Vucevic. Here's Lights Out. It's rebounded by Livingston. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, over to you.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Nets really lit it up. He had 58 points and was just efficient on the offensive end, picking his spots on when to keep the ball moving or try his own luck. Truly impressive numbers from him in a stellar performance. What a special night.
All right, Doris, thank you. He played at a level that very few players are capable of playing.
And, you know, I'll be interested to see how much he's got left in the tank. I mean, that performance had to take a lot out of him.
Yeah, but you know what? Sometimes supreme confidence can increase your stamina and endurance. So I'll be interested to see how that affects his play. Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at either end, steals, fast break buckets, and the other team scrambling to find its game.
Great point. I mean, that aggression has allowed them to just create a lot of havoc. And boy, are they taking advantage.
That was an outstanding pick that gave him the room to bury the jump shot. Underrated, but not undervalued.
And he gets the bucket. Lights Out's got 32 points.
Their interior defense has been dismal.
Yeah, they're losing the battle in the paint.
Screen by Monroe. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
Shot's good. I thought they did a better job of getting it inside in the first. I mean, they were conscious of throwing that ball in the paint and attacking the rim.
And down it goes, jamming that one home.
And how's that for some ups coming from that one?
Well, he is a rarity among NBA point guards in his ability to elevate.
Yeah, his athletic ability, guys, is really what takes him a notch above most players at his position.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Screen by Monroe. Here's Vaughn. Looking for his first basket still in this one. From deep three-point range, and the shot is good. Just 4 seconds left in the first half of basketball. With 1 on the clock. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
And he beats the buzzer to end the quarter.
Terrific shot there. I mean, he was calm, he was poised, didn't rush it at all. You got to tip your hat to him. That was well done.
And through one half, it hasn't even been close. Orlando out in front, running away with it. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports. And as we welcome you back, we begin our second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, guys, but, you know, anything can happen.
The game for lights out. He's got 36 points, and he's put 1 3-pointer on the board.
You know what, though, Clark? It wouldn't be a bad idea going forward to try to let him do a little more damage from beyond the arc.
So on the floor for Orlando, Harris and Gordon, the athletic forward pair, lights out there with Oladipo. And it's Vucevic in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Magic shooting has been wild, 76%. That's just unbelievable. Good ball movement here by the Magic. Good on the shot. Lights out's got 38 points.
And I like that they're not settling. Getting the ball on the interior, 8 of their last 10 coming that way.
Sometimes you just got to man up and take a tough foul in order to stop these free runs to the rim.
Carter Williams with it. 8 points for him. Great D on that shot, and it's off the mark. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Oladipo.
And now we have a chance to check out Freak here. Unbelievable play for him over the last month. He's averaging 52 points, 7 assists and 4 rebounds. And with his great passing, he's been a catalyst for their offense, often seeing plays even before they materialize.
For sure. Great anticipation. Peripheral vision is there. Natural talent as well. It's really shining through.
At the elbow, it's Harris. Excellent D there from Mayo.
Oh, that's a golden opportunity to finish on the break, and he blows it.
Yeah, at this level, you got to make that shot. It's plain and simple. You got to knock that one down.
Milwaukee, no good that time either.
It has not been an ideal start to the second half. They've missed 3 of their first 4.
Out of bounds, Milwaukee takes possession. And the Bucks making a change here. Henderson's checked in. And a switcher also for Orlando. Hill, he's checked in for Vucevic.
Come on, Bradley. You better.
Over these last 10 games on the Magic schedule, this is how they stack up right here. First in assists, first in shooting percentage. And they're also ranked number 1 in taking care of the ball. Not many turnovers. They value possessions like no other.
And how about that assist rate? Great chemistry offensively, playing with one mind, if you will, all on the same page. That's special basketball we're witnessing here tonight.
Monroe sets a screen for Henderson. Just 5 on the clock. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Henderson's got his second bucket tonight.
He's so tough to guard. He can fake you one way and then just spin right by you.
And that fella can flat out fly, can he?
Reminds me of a young Greg Anthony out of
my
UNLV.
goodness.
No doubt about that. Just look at the elevation he climbed to right there.
Kevin, you just made my knees hurt.
That's what sets him apart from so many other point guards in the NBA.
It's hauled in by the Magic.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
Oladipo, good.
Wow, that's a really smooth finish.
That's why we and they always love seeing him at the end of those breaks. He makes it look fun and easy.
Henson with the screen. Carter Williams sets a screen for Monroe. And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating. Here's Henderson, and a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Henderson's got 4 points this quarter.
His eyes were wide open there, guys. Excellent vision to see they had an open shot outside and get it there.
It's stolen by Carter Williams, and here's the fast break. Carter Williams leading the way.
And a great job of taking advantage of the steal there to get those easy ones in transition.
You know, that's exactly how you draw it up, Greg, on the board. I mean, good defensive work, aggressive play in the open court. Those two things are hand in glove when they work together. Well, I tell you what, I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders. They're not getting the job done.
That's a great point. 10 of the last 12 points they've allowed have come at the rim.
Henson with the screen. Monroe, no good.
And with room like that off the pick, you have got to knock that one down.
Well, you know, they did everything right, Greg. They executed. All you want is a good look at the basket. Sometimes the shots just don't fall.
And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating to the right side. Carter Williams against Gordon. Carter Williams can't get it to go.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Hey, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for the Magic.
Boy, their passing has been picturesque, a thing of beauty in both halves. More than a few of their baskets have come off assists.
Yeah, but don't forget about their points in the paint because those have been big.
Vaughn's checked in for Milwaukee. Livingston comes in for Carter Williams. Orlando also making some changes. Hezonja comes in for Harris. And it's Elfrid Payton in for Oladipo. They set the pick. Pass to Vaughn. Monroe against Hill. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot two. The Bucks have shot 75% at the stripe, 6 of 8.
And when you look at that free throw percentage on the season, they're right around 73%.
The Magic making a switch here. Vucevic is checked in. And so Monroe nails both of them. The Magic have gotten 4 of their first 5 second-half shots to fall. 80% since the break.
And how's that for some ups coming from that one?
Well, he is a rarity among NBA point guards in his ability to elevate.
Yeah, his athletic ability, guys, is really what takes him a notch above most players at his position.
And now, your Milwaukee Bucks answers.
And we'll take a look here at a very skilled bunch of point guards at the stripe. Look at the numbers they've put up over the last 10 games. Freak, number 1.
Well, he's the guy you want on the free throw line when it matters. I mean, he's a leader and as consistent as they get.
Well, automatic is the word that comes to mind when you're talking about his free throw shooting. There are a lot of terrific foul shooting point guards, and he's right at the top of the list.
Here is Livingston. 7 points in the game. Screen by Monroe. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. And you talk about huge single-game scoring performances like we're watching here tonight. Going back, only one player, think of this, only one player in NBA history to go triple digits. And that's the Big Dipper, Wilt Chamberlain, on March 2nd, 1962.
Truly an iconic record. I mean, 100 points. I mean, it's hard to wrap your mind around, but Wilt was a man among boys, a player who changed the way an entire sport was played. Truly a revolutionary. Ooh, quick hands on the steal and then just mad hops on the slam.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends.
Mayo kicks to Antetokounmpo. Off target from the baseline.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open. And that's really the change in our game. It's the overall athletic ability. I love those point guards that can throw it down.
Well, you've talked about that. That's a dose of the modern NBA, Greg. That kind of aerial ability isn't limited now to just the front court anymore.
That's exactly right.
You know, I look at it this way, guys. It seems to me there are more high flyers at guard than anywhere else in the league these days.
Here's lights out. What an incredible scoring display he has put on tonight. From deep. Got it off in time, but it's no good. And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. It's the Magic delivering the blowout. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get started for the fourth quarter. And we're getting underway here in the fourth quarter. The scoreboard. All teams deciding to change it up. Here's Dinwiddie. They've got Carter Williams. Monroe is out there with Henderson. And it's Dinwiddie in at the 2. That's the 5 on the floor for the Bucks. To the paint. Here's lights out. There's the killer two-handed slam.
Yep, he's their leading scorer, Kevin, in this game, and has been the dominant figure today. No doubt about it.
We're in the fourth quarter here. Just under 2.5 minutes gone. Carter Williams, the pass to Vaughn. Down low, Dinwiddie. Terrific assist and nice finish. Solid play all around.
And their solid play in the paint continues, guys.
And that's been their focus, it seems, throughout the game. I like the discipline that they've showed in terms of creating those opportunities on the inside.
Carter Williams with it. Working on Fry. Carter Williams can't get it to go. Orlando's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. And Gerald Henderson is going to pick up that foul. That is his first foul of the game.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Yeah, but in this case, I think he got it right. I mean, the defender was still moving there and never really had good legal guarding position. He wasn't set.
John Henson's checked in for the Bucks. That's good. Lights out's got 54 points.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
Henderson dishes to Henson. The shot will not go. So Orlando will take it the other way. To the middle. Here's Temple, and it's good. Fought through contact, hits the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
And the interior D is really starting to be exposed here. How many layups have they gotten today?
And Orlando making a change here. Hill's checked in. Here's Dinwiddie. It's Henderson on the wing. Henson with the screen. Now Henderson. Dishes to Monroe. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
They're locked in from the charity stripe this half. Not a miss yet.
And trying to cut into this lead, they need every edge they can get.
Giannis Antetokounmpo's checked in for Henson. And the Magic making a change here as well. Hezonja's checked in. Here's lights out.
Bucks foul. Greg Monroe. That's his second personal foul. At the line for the Bucks.
That free throw good from lights out. Channing Frye's checked in for Gordon. Both free throws good from lights out.
This is a positive trend for him, especially here in the second half. Shooting just above 80% right now. That's more than respectable. That's good free throw shooting.
Yeah, Monroe kicks to Dinwiddie. He dishes it to Henderson. Left side, Antetokounmpo. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
Whatever their plan was defensively that time, it didn't work. Not if it resulted. I'm not sure how I like this one. He used the rim to get some true hang time there.
Now, he just wanted to make sure the landing was softer than the takeoff.
Okay, guys, that was just
I'll buy that for now.
A good old-fashioned chin check right there.
And the replay, of course, presented by Kia. What a play. Henderson kicks to Monroe.
That's the wall.
And that one's good. Monroe's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Magic.
You're right, Steve. It was a standout performance across the board. They were just, at times, Clark, it seemed toying with it.
Yeah, like watching a cat play with a mouse, Kevin, quite honestly. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted to do.
And the wins continue to come in fairly easy for these guys in what's been a very strong year, to say the least. Tonight will push them up to 56 wins.
Just breaking the spirit of their opponent 3 straight times this year. This win is going to give them a perfect 3-0 record, with only 1 game left to go on the season against the Bucks.
I mean, when you look at the stats, you'll see just how dominant a game this was for lights out. It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel.
Henderson passes to Dinwiddie. Here's Antetokounmpo. That one falls, coming off Dinwiddie's feet. Here's lights out. 27 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Here's Hill. Orlando moving the ball around. The shot's good from lights out.
Well, if it wasn't out of reach, it is now, thanks to that last little spurt.
And why put the brakes on now? I just say keep on letting it fly.
Here's the screen. Dinwiddie kicks to Henderson. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
Gerald Henderson.
He hits both from the stripe. Six seconds left in the fourth quarter. Pulls up. And the miss. And so it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess
Men amongst boys tonight.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now let's move on to the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Freak. It was lights out shooting at its best from him in this game. 60-plus points is rarefied territory that few players ever see in the NBA. But we saw it here tonight. Truly jaw-dropping. Let's go to Kenny. What'd you think about his performance?
What can you say about the show he put on tonight? That was simply basketball greatness. You hardly get a player that gets that focused, that determined. He did the work of 3 players out there tonight and got the points to prove it.
His accuracy from the field was pretty eye-catching. I mean, if he was shooting the ball, it was going in. You rarely see a performance like this with this crazy high shooting percentage. Wow.
And that'll do it for our broadcast tonight. Hope you enjoyed the show. For me and Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, have a wonderful evening.